All right, your questions on the back. So ST is 12. S to T is 12. All right, that's all I'm going to do until I find out all the sides. So S to Q in a diagonal, not diagonal, a rectangle, all diagonals are congruent. In a rectangle, all diagonals are congruent. So that means all of these are congruent because P to R is equal to S to Q, SQ and PR. So if this is 12, this is 12, this is 12, this is 12. I'm going to erase that just so it doesn't look like that. So they're all 12. So SQ, S to Q, 12 plus 12 is 24. Okay? And diagonals are congruent. In a rectangle, diagonals are congruent. It's not true for everything, but so if S to Q, a diagonal, is 24, P to R, another diagonal, is 12 plus 12, 24. So both of those were just your 12 plus 12. Nothing too fascinating there. All right, I'm going to get rid of that because now we're talking angles. PRS is 23. That's all they get us. From P to R to S is 23. 23. Okay. I'm going to zoom in. 23. Right here. 23 right here. This little angle right here is 23 degrees. So alter the interior. That means this little angle right here is also 23 degrees. Okay. Since our sides are equal, this is an isosceles triangle, and these are base angles. Base angles are equal. So if this is 23 degrees, this side over here is 23 degrees. And this is just the flipped version of that. So this one up here is also 23 degrees. Because this is an isosceles triangle, and these are your base angles. So those angles are equal. Now, in a triangle, all the corners are 90 degrees. So if they're all 90 degrees on the outside, we can figure out what has to be left from 23. 90 minus 23 is 67. You know I mess that up sometimes, so just make sure. 90 minus 23 is 67. So all these other angles are 67. 67, 67, 67. What that's talking about is this little angle in here, not the whole angle. All angle P would be 90. We know that. So these are 67s. Because if you add 23 and 67 together, you get 90. There we go. All right. So let's see what's asked. Before we see what's asked, I do think I ask you for this middle angle. So remember, there's a triangle. Triangles have to add up to 180. So 180 minus 23 minus 23. 180 minus 23 minus 23 is 134. So this angle is 134. This is the same triangle up here, so that angle is also 134. And then I'm going to do that again for this triangle. 180 minus your 267s. 180 minus 67 minus 67. It's 46. So this angle is 46, and this angle is 46. So now we have every single angle I could possibly ask for you. We just have to identify them. So QPR, closest to P, from Q. Can't see P. P to R. Connect them. That's this, 23. And we're talking angles, so I'm going to put degree. These are talking sides, so no degree. All right, I'm going to zoom out so I can see all of it at once. PSR, from P to S to R. It's the whole thing. Both of them put together, 67 and 23 put together. So that's 90 degrees. SQR from S to Q to R in between them, 67. PTQ, P, T is in the middle, kind of colored over it. Q, connect them, 134. I definitely filled out more angles than I need to, but it'll help you in your quiz. So that's okay. Okay with me. Get rid of all of this. I don't want to get rid of the 6 though. That dot's random. All right. Next one, a rhombus. We'll do sides first and then we'll do angles. So on the sides, MK is 30. I don't like to put 30 here because then I have to do this whole thing's 30. I don't like that. So I go ahead and split it up, 15 and 15. This is not a rectangle. These are not 15s as well. Actually, they're 13s written right here, 13, 13. My favorite thing to do once I see a rhombus, all the sides are equal and all the angles in the middle are 90 degrees. That's the first thing I do every time. I know I messed up and put the 13 and 15, but all these angles are 90 degrees. So there we go. And so N to K, oh, I covered up N. It's in the middle. Oops, right here. N to K is 15. So I got 15 by dividing that by 2. So it's just one part of that. J to L is both 13 plus 13. So 26. Not degrees, that's wrong. It's not an angle. 26. K to L, I don't know. Okay, so that's why the right angle is important in the rhombus, because you can only do Pythagorean with right triangles. So here's our right triangle. It doesn't matter which leg you make A or B. What matters is that across from your right angle, the corner pointing from your right angle points to your hypotenuse, which is your C. That's what we're looking for. So it doesn't matter. This could be A, this could be B, this could be B, this could be A, but this matters that this is C. Because in Pythagorean theorem, C is on the other side of your equal sign, but A and B are on the same side with addition. So I'm going to plug in 13 and 15. Doesn't matter if you do 13 squared or 15 squared, but it does matter that x squared's on this side. So we're going to square 13, square 15, add them together. So I'll start with that 169, 225. Add them together, I get 394. And then we have to take the square root of that. 19.8. I took the square root to get rid of the square. The square root and the square cancel. So 19.8. Okay, so there are all your sides. And it didn't, since it's a rhombus, I kind of want to leave that there. All of the sides would be 19.8. So I'd love to ask another question on the quiz, like, oh, so if K to L is 19.8, what's M to L? So you'll see that on your quiz. 2 sides. All the sides are equal in a rhombus. Make sure you keep looking at your rules. We're on a rhombus, so look at your rules. Put this next to it. All of these rules apply. Okay? So now we're going to do all the angles. I'm going to erase all the sides. Resolution didn't have to. Oh, I don't need any of this. Luckily, I've already written this triangle, so I kind of already see it. Maybe just put 19.8 here so I can see it later. All right, MKL is 41. M to K to L is 41. Okay, that's not much information. If this is 41, this is 41. Alternate interior, because it's still a parallelogram. I'm going to zoom in on this. So let me go back. What do we know about angles? Side, opposite angles are congruent. Okay. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Okay, the two angles add to 180. Diagonals, that doesn't have to do with angles. Sides, diagonals. Oh, diagonals bisect opposite angles. Diagonals bisect opposite angles. So this diagonal cuts this angle in half. So if this is 41, this is 41. If this is 41, this is 41. So together it makes 82. 41 plus 41 is 82. 41 plus 41 is 82. Opposite angles are equal. The whole opposite angle is equal. This whole angle is 82. All right? And then we can figure out this angle because it forms this triangle. 180 minus 90 is 90. So 90 minus 41 is 49. 180 minus 90 is always 90. Minus 41 is 49. So 49. So this side's 49. And this is the same triangle. 41, 90, 41, 90. So this is also 49. This is also 49 because of alternate interior angles. Another way you could do it, you could do 180 minus 82. Consecutive angles add to 180. So 82, that'd make 98. So this has to be 98 degrees. This has to be 98 degrees. And if you cut 98 in two, you get 49. So those are all your angles of your rhombus. So you could have taken 182 from 180 to get 98 and then divided that by 2. Or you can look at your triangle and get 49. Zoom out again, get all these angles. All right, JKM. JKM. Right here, 41 degrees. JML. JM. I covered up L, but it's over here. That's both of them put together. That's your 82. It's a little off the screen, but 82 degrees. Okay. MLK. M's over here. MLK. That's both of these put together. That's 98. Or 49 plus 49, which is 98. MNL. MNL. That's this angle in the middle. 90. KJL. KJL. 49. Okay. Moving on to a square. WZ is 27. That's not W. This is 27. All of them are 27 then. Z, all the sides. 27, 27, 27. It's a square. All the sides are equal. Z to Y is 27. We do not know this diagonal was our next thing we have to find. So here's your right triangle. It's a little pretty poor triangle, but that's okay. Try one more time. Oh, that's way better. Not. God, it's getting worse. Can't get any worse than that. That's the best way I got. This is 27. How do I know? It's right here. This is 27. How do I know? It's right here. And this is what you're solving for. So again, we're solving for the hypotenuse. 27 squared plus 27 squared equals C squared. That's your C. So that's your X. So I'll change that to X. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 27 squared is 729. 729 plus 729 is 14. 13, 729 plus 729. I don't want to skip steps. Is 1458 equals x squared. Take the square root of that number. $38.2. 38.2. So this diagonal is 38.2. This diagonal is 38.2 because diagonals are equal. I don't like writing the diagonal because it doesn't really go anywhere. So I like to divide that by 2. 38.2 divided by 2. And get 19.1. So all these half diagonals are 19.1. 19.1. 19.1. 19.1. 19.1. So r to x is 19.1. Okay. Moving on to angles. So I'm going to get rid of that. Put 19.1 here. My favorite, angles of a square. It's either 90 or 45. So WRZ, from W to R to Z. Inside, just like a rhombus, these are all 90 degrees. 90 degrees. WRZ. Connected. 90 degrees. All the outside angles are 90 degrees. All the half angles are 45 degrees. X, Y, Z. X to Y to Z. Is that the whole angle or half angle? That's the whole angle. 90 degrees. Z, W, Y. That's not the whole angle. That's acute. That's your 45 degrees. If it was ZWX, that would be the entire angle, but it's not. It's ZW. So there you go. All right. 3 more. Parallelogram. You need to know what shape it is to know the rules. Parallelogram. F and D are equal. F and C add to 180. Those are consecutive. They're on the same side. They add to 180. So 5x minus 7 plus this angle plus this angle equals 180. So 5x minus 7 plus 10x minus 23 equals 180. 5x plus 10x is 15x. Negative 7 and negative 23, negative 7 and negative 23 is negative 30. Okay, add over 30. So 15x equals 180 plus 30, 210. Divide over by 15, 14. X equals 14. Are you done? No. Find FCD. FCD, from F to C to D. We want this angle. Angle FCD equals 10 times 14 minus 23. Plugging 14 in for X. So FCD equals 10 times 14 minus 23. 117 degrees because it's an angle. Here's your final answer. 2 more. JL is 2x plus 5. MK is 7x minus 40. JL is the whole diagonal. MK is the whole diagonal. And we're in a rectangle. So in a rectangle, let's rhombus. Here's rectangles. Diagonals are congruent. So they set them equal. So 7x minus 40 equals 2x plus 5. Subtract 2x from both sides. This is where people mess up. They just want to say 9x because 7 and 2 is 9. But you're going to the other side, so you have to do opposite. So if that's a positive 2, you subtract 2. 7 minus 2 is 5x. Add over 40. Opposite side, we want these to cancel. How they cancel is they equal 0. Negative 40 and positive 40 equals 0. Divide by 5. X equals 9. 45 divided by 5, 9. X equals 9. All right. MK is right here. We got to plug it back in. MK equals 7 times 9 minus 40. MK equals 7 times 9 minus 40. 23. Not degrees, because it's a length. All right, in a rhombus, we're talking angles. Going back to our notes. Rhombus, talking angles. Diagonals bisect opposite angles. So this diagonal cuts this angle in half. So these are equal. So we're going to set them equal. This is this last question. Move it like that. 4x minus 27 equals 2x plus 7. I'm not going to have enough room to show every step. I'll show the step people miss the most. Subtract 2x. So not 6x, 2x minus 27 equals 7. Add over 27. 2x equals 34. Divide over by 2. X equals 17. Go back and plug it in. PQR is the whole angle. So we need to know both angles and add them together. So I'm going to do it here. 2 times 17 plus 7. 2 times 17 plus 7 is 41. So this is 41. 4 times 17 minus this one. 4 times 17 minus 27 is also 41. You should know that. We set them equal, so now they equal. So angle PQR is both of them put together, which is 82.